So it's been a bit since I last personally shopped at Walmart, now being grown into a Publix and Kroger's girl. When I think of Walmart, I think of it as more of my childhood store. To me, Walmart as a kid was a fun place. Hear me out. Like, let's look at the live lobster tanks that they had near the supermarket section. They were all placed in these tight circular tanks, and they were moving ever so slowly inside. And I remember just thinking how creepy they looked, but also they looked kind of fascinating to me. It wasn't the only store to have lobster tanks. I remember seeing these live lobster tanks at Tops, and for those who don't know, Tops is a very large supermarket chain based in mostly upstate New York, and I would see them there most often, even more so than Walmart. But imagine my shock when I found out that it was in other such stores such as Walmart, because I thought it was only a Tops thing. Lobsters weren't the only animals being displayed. There were fish tanks as well. They held very tiny live fish, and every time I would go to the pet section to see the little fishies, I would always feel as if I was in a mini aquarium. There's not much to say about them except that they were probably one of my favorite memories of Walmart. One thing that I vividly remember was the indoor McDonald's. I remember seeing a McDonald's mascot, Ronald McDonald, in the shape of a statue sitting on a bench in front of the store, and I always thought he was kind of creepy, but I also wanted to take a picture with him. I remember customers would get a quick bite to eat, like drink a high C, get some fries, but I don't recall remembering them taking it throughout the store. It was probably one of those last things that they've done after shopping and just wanted to get a quick bite to eat before leaving the store. Some Walmarts even had Subways, and I don't know what it is, but the smell of a Subway in a Walmart, it just always made my mouth water. Funny enough, Subway had more restaurants located at Walmart, more so than McDonald's at the time. While researching for this video, I also found out that Walmart used to have these smart style salons. There you can get a new haircut, style your hair, or find some hair products. However, the brand that is owned by Regis Corporation, which is the largest hair salon chain in the world, described the salons as not performing within Walmart and has shut down all locations in Walmart. You know how these days people don't look up from their phones, especially kids and teens? Well, there was a time when people couldn't stop looking up at video game kiosk at Walmart. Usually there would be a screen that is placed on top of the cabinet where the games were kept, and the controller would be at the bottom. Yes, they used to have all these different types of kiosks at Walmart, whether that be the GameCube, the N64, Xbox, and PlayStation 2s. The placement was always kind of questionable to me every time I see the pictures, because I know my neck would be hurting if I just stared up and while playing like all the way down. Another area where kids would actually make a beeline for were the arcades. I vaguely remember glancing over the area every now and then, but never daring to ask my mom because I would know for sure she would say no. A memory that I remember fondly was going to Walmart's portrait studio. That was an experience. I remember it was an all-day process where we would dress nice, me and my family, and then we would go to the portrait studio. And I just want to show you guys a few photos here, and aw, don't we look so nice? It was such an all-day process, guys. I remember that me and my siblings were bored. And I remember the photographer just putting on The Nightmare Before Christmas, and I thought that was really sweet of her because we were definitely bored. Picture Me Portrait Studio ran 2,000 stores inside Walmart and Sears stores. They were shut down nationwide years ago when the company running them went out of business. They offered family portraits, baby photos, holiday pictures, and many more. You could do quick studio sessions, choose from backdrops, props, poses, buy prints, photo packages, or digital images. Let's talk about photos again. I remember going with my grandma to get photos developed at Walmart, and can I just say, can we bring back physical photos, please? We are such an obsessed photo society these days, but we're not as obsessed with physical photos anymore. Anyways, many of Walmart's stores had Kodak photo kiosks where customers could print their pictures. In an article written in 2004, a Q&A was taken with a Walmart spokesperson about the company's digital photo processing center kiosks, explaining why they were getting introduced, how they work, and their role in Walmart. The goal being providing the growing demand for self-service digital photo printing while maintaining low prices and high quality. They quote, "At Walmart, we are constantly looking to reduce the customer's waiting time to either drop off or pick up an order at the counter. The kiosks have done a good job allowing the customers to get their order sent to our 1-hour processing equipment, giving them time to get their shopping done. This helps our company keep the focus of the one-stop shopping experience." The smiley face stickers were iconic, and I remember getting these bad boys and just sticking them on my forehead or putting it on my arm, and yeah, I love these smiley face stickers. The Smiley mascot was used at Walmart from 1990 to 2006. Smiley was involved in a trademark war with a Belgian designer named Franklin Loufrani, president of the Smiley company in Brussels, which bills itself as the original Smiley brand. The image of Smiley appeared on Walmart's old packaging bags, which were light blue and had the words "roll back to save more." And finally, 24-hour Walmarts. Yes, the ability to go to Walmart at any time of the night or early morning. Teenagers or young adults grabbing snacks at 3 a.m., or families on road trips picking up food or supplies. And yes, we were that family. After COVID-19, most locations permanently reduced their hours, ending the era of the all-night Walmart. Guys, what do you remember about Walmart? Comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!